Welcome back to Side Quest, where we're talking more about Knight's Tale.
Booyah!
Um,
I'm sure that's what everyone wants to know. They're like, how did this happen? We're talking about the Batmobile and now we're at a Knight's Tale. That's
well,
not
we're
that
talking
far
about
of it.
Batmobile, and then we talked about
Yeah.
Batman, then we talked about Heath
If you're
Ledger.
not aware, we like Batman.
Yeah. That's one of the many things that Eric and I bonded over when we first
Yeah.
became friends.
Everything you've faced up until now has
Hey,
been
Blue
simple.
Eyes.
You're about to face a real challenge in Sledge.
Am I?
Do not underestimate them.
Okay.
It's a party now.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing that yet. I'm not at a high enough level. I mean, I can do it, I just don't want to.
Do you remember the original trailer for this game when it first was like way back when they like announced it?
I don't even remember how I first heard about Borderlands. I don't think I ever saw the trailers.
I'm old enough. not that it was like that long ago, but
think
no,
it might have been.
I remember like its trailer was totally different than this. Like the
That's one of the things about game trailers that like always we're just gonna skip right over talking about Knight's Tale, huh?
wait, we'll come back to
Okay.
it.
Like that's one of the things that always bugs me about like video game trailers is because I bought the first Dragon Age
Yeah.
because of the game trailer. The game which by the way is pretty much like how like the World of Warcraft trailers are, with how awesome their trailers are, and then their games are just. I've never played a World of Warcraft game, so I can't judge, but I don't know.
It's all preferences.
MMOs
you know.
aren't my thing, but like, what were we talking about?
How the
Oh, yeah,
trailers look as
Because
opposed
like
to
the trailer looked phenomenal for Dragon Age, and then the game was. Did you ever play it first?
I actually haven't. I was interested, especially since I've heard good things about Inquisition.
The
but
second Dragon Age is fucking rad, in my like, at least compared to the first one.
Okay.
Because the second one is basically like a medieval Mass Effect. That's
Okay.
basically what it is. But like, the first Dragon Age was kind of like a medieval Knights of the Old Republic,
Mm-hmm.
which was not as good as Knights of the Old
No,
Republic.
if I remember right, I heard wasn't there. Then there was a third one, and then Inquisition, right? Or
For
no.
Dragon Age?
Yeah.
I think the third one is
Oh, the
Inquisition.
third one is. I thought it was.
I
Okay.
think the full title is Dragon Age 3 Inquisition.
Okay.
I might be wrong on that,
I don't know.
but I'm
See,
pretty
it
sure that's
shows how much I know about it. I'm just like, questions? But anyway, yeah, the trailer for this one, everything was like semi-realistic, you know? It
Uh-huh.
wasn't like cel-shaded at all. Like
so
it
it's
was.
kind of like how the Dead Space 3 trailer was.
No, I mean like, as far as like it wasn't like it was straight up people, you know, like made to look like a movie version, and then it wasn't like that at all. I mean like, straight up the game, like it wasn't like this type of art. It was originally gonna be like the semi-realistic, you know, type, where like most of the shooters were, and then they like decided to go a different direction and have this kind of feel with it. And they
So
did it. I
was
think
it-
they did it to separate. They said like from, since there were so many like first-person shooters, they wanted to be like, you know, defined differently.
So it was originally supposed to have more of like a Halo feel to it.
Yeah, just like a look like that in all the other games. Just a regular, you know, regular textures. And
Yeah.
I think it was like some girl or something like looking up over the water or looking over some kind of horizon distance
Was
thing, and then
she a hot redhead?
I don't know, cause she
Because
I'd have to watch. It's been a while since I watched it, because I just remember I think she like turned at the very end and like half her face is all like like scarred up or something, like it had been caught in a blast or on fire or something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe for this one, if we do this sort of thing, we could put like a link to it. We could find a video or something, and
Yeah.
if in case anyone's curious,
You know,
I
like-
mean,
Have like an annotation or something in the corner,
yeah.
and then yeah, cause
But I know sometimes they'll do that. They'll just like completely like trash something from make it from the ground up. You're like it's not going in the right direction.
I definitely prefer this art. Look, I'm not saying that the art for like other first-person shooters is bad, but this is a.
Well, it worked.
I really like this art style.
I mean, it's like when you think of this and you see it. I mean, it automatically you're like Borderlands.
Yeah.
You know,
It
it was a smart move.
This art style is kind of like how the Telltale
Hey.
Walking Dead games are,
Yeah.
which is also a like it. Darkness 2, like I don't know if you've ever played that or not. Or I've seen like.
I think I've seen. Yeah, I've seen people play through it. It looks like it's pretty fun.
It's kind of badass.
And that's the one based off of like the Top Cow or some comic book,
Yeah.
like the Witchblade. The Witchblade people.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Man,
Like
they made an anime, and I know stereotypically they give anime chicks large breasts, but they took it to a different level.
so,
which happens.
were they like
I know there's like levels out there where there's like the super ridiculous where it's like the 4 foot tall person has like it's like they're mostly made up of their chest, and you're like,
so
what?
like the fucking Dead or Alive volleyball games, where it's basically like, oh yeah, this is a volleyball game.
It was like it was like worse than that. I know there's like it was probably, I guess, like as far as anime goes and ridiculousness with that, it's probably about maybe a medium to a large out of like an extra large scale. Like as far as just their out of control anti-gravity ridiculousness that when chests are involved.
We like to call those jiggle physics.
Yes, the jiggle physics. God, what anime was that? There was one that made me laugh that, like, on the... Yes, this is going to date me. On the VHS case, it actually had a jiggle counter every time they bounced or just, like, randomly jiggled on the screen.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series that... I'm actually... I haven't watched in a while, but like I always liked it. One of the episodes had like a cleavage counter where it was like mild cleavage, not so much, and then like holy crap cleavage. And because the characters in that show, like fucking My Valentine, for example, who was just like she was what we like to call a fan service character, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Who was like, oh, you're not all that interested in the show right now? Oh, well, here's the peek down her shirt.
Yeah.
She was like one of those characters, and like, I don't know. Like, I think all anime series have a character like that.
Well, yeah.
Like in Bleach.
Except for the fact Cowboy Bebop is just awesome.
Like, Rukia is flat chested, but Orihime has like boobs bigger than her fucking head.
Yeah, it's anime for you.
And in Naruto, Sakura is kind of flat chested, and then Tsunade's got like cleavage for days. I think all anime probably has
For days.
like a.
That's because also.
You gotta have like a measure.
Yeah, and you're trying to like appeal to a mass group of people in which that like you've got the people that like the more approachable one, and then also the only problem is after a while, because you try to be so broad, you also become very generic at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to appeal to everybody, which also doesn't make you stand out necessarily. Because it's like, oh, you have the flat-chested person who has an envy and, like, you know, just an insecurity about it. And then you've got the airheaded, like, endowed one.
Yeah. Which Orihime definitely was.
Yeah, and it's like, it's funny because you'd be like, oh, you're talking about that. It's like, no, I'm like talking about like at least 10 other series.
Like in Bleach, it was like the bigger the boobs, the more kind of, I don't want to say ditzy, but ditzy the character was.
Yeah, which
and like
is,
the smaller the boobs, the more like intelligent the person.
which is,
was.
I can totally see why people can complain. I mean, that's why like sometimes when you got other characters that are being taken seriously, it's refreshing. When a series goes away from that, I mean. I will say, surprisingly, if you're into like the getting all aboard the feel train, as far as just like emotional animes go, if you're into like the dramas or anything like that, Your Lie in April is actually pretty good. It's the one about a piano prodigy kid and his mom dies and he stops playing piano.
Hey Eric.
Yeah.
I want to point like something out really quick.
Did we already talk about this?
No, not that.
Oh, no.
It's we promised him in the last episode that we would talk about A Knight's Tale.
Oh no, we'll talk about it.
No, I'm not. Like,
Someday.
we'll talk about that. We said we'll talk about The Knight's Tale. And now we're talking about the size of anime characters' breasts.
Oh yeah, no problem. Anyway, long story short, kid stops playing piano, then meets this girl, and she wants to like play violin and stuff. Wants him to accompany her, and tries to bring him back, play piano, and it's a whole thing. And I don't want to ruin anything, but yeah, if you're into the dramatic, like romance / comedy, like it's well put together. The music's cool. I mean, it's classical piano and stuff, so if you're into that, you'll definitely enjoy it. And it's got a good mix of being heavy with the feels and having comedy, so it's not all just depressing, but there'll be moments where you're like, feelings, why do I have them?
That's kind of why I like anime that are like longer, like Bleach and Naruto, is because like it gives you more time to get like attached to the characters and stuff.
Yeah. Which you totally feel that way sometimes. Like with this thing, it's only like 22 episodes or something. Like by the end of it, you're like, I'd like to see more.
Well, that's that one that you were telling me about like a long time ago, like Mushin or something like that.
Oh,
Like
I'm gonna butcher it now like, because I'm trying to remember to.
It was like about a painter or something.
Was it the Mushi Master one or Mushishi?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Yeah, where he like travels the land and he.
I never did get around to watching that.
Yeah, he visits a bunch of people and like figures out what kind of Mushi's messing up their deal.
I never seen Cowboy Bebop either. And now Eric's like, how dare you, you son of a bitch.
I dig it.
I have seen Trigun.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Which is an anime that I always forget about until like just now. Just because it's also kind of like
yeah, all those. I like the ones that like basically kicked off like the Toonami back in the day. That was like
shout out to Reboot.
Outlaw Star. That's a lot of one people forget about, but I liked it.
Where are they? I know they're around here somewhere.
This weird magic shells for his guns that like I don't know, they were cool. It was like his caster gun, I think it was. That was awesome.
So remember like this morning I was talking about these two
I don't even know what you were saying.
douchebags who were handing my ass to me?
Yes.
Like a long time ago. That's the mission we're on right now.
Okay.
And I don't the waypoint says they're around here.
Oh, find him.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, he's at you. So, A Knight's Tale. It was a movie.
It was what
Heath Ledger was in it.
all that I wanted to say about was like it's one of those movies where like it's not really a movie that you would just take off your shelf and watch. But, like, if it's on TV, then you're like, yeah, what the hell? I haven't seen it in a while. Found him.
There's always those movies, like, kind of the same way with, like, Face Off. Like, the movie, it's terrible, but terribly good. Like, it's not... It's like that and like Con Air and stuff. I don't think I own any of those, but if they're ever show
Really?
up on TV,
You don't own those? The guy who has like 1,000 movies?
I don't need to. Like TBS has my back on that.
Yeah,
like,
that's
or
true.
you know, like TNT.
Like TBS is pretty much just movies and fucking reruns now. And their annual 24-hour Christmas story thing, which, I mean, if you haven't seen that, then first of all, what the hell is wrong with you? But, like, because that's, like, one of the classic Christmas movies. And it's with TBS playing it 24/7. Or not, well, they have a 24-hour marathon where that's all they show
Yeah.
every year. Which I don't watch
I know one
TBS.
time
I don't
it was
think
like TNT or something did it, and then TBS did it or something. I don't know.
there's even anything on TBS that I watch. I don't even...
I mean, every time I've went by it, it's like I feel bad to say it, but it's like all I remember it for is like now they play like Family Guy reruns in the afternoon and like I don't know.
Yeah, TBS is pretty much like reruns, like Home Improvement and Friends and Will and Grace and Family Guy and all that stuff. I don't even know if they have like anything new or original going. Or like they have like movies like every weekend where they just show like a bunch of movies. We should probably end this episode,
Probably.
but
As we just ramble on.
it's hard for me
Hey,
to...
his suit was made out of what? Weren't they drapes or was it bed sheets? I couldn't remember.
What?
Knight's Tale.
Oh, I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Where'd you go? Hello? Hey, I found her. I'm gonna shoot her in
Then
the
their
face.
tricky,
Right in the
funny
face.
little comments and his put like the Nike swoosh on his shield or on his armor.
What was the...
Oh god.
Not Chris Rock. Martin Lawrence. Wasn't there like a night movie that had...
Yeah, and it's the Black Knight.
Which... Did you like that movie?
I honestly think I caught like some of it on TV, and there was like he had like a Walkman or something. That's
watched
all I
it and
remember.
was
Like,
this is not a good movie. In my
I
opinion.
watched Blue Streak though. Shout out to
That was
movie.
the one where he was a cop, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no, he pretended to be a cop.
Oh.
Like he was a jewel thief, and then he got out or something, and then he went to go get the jewel that he stashed in like the building that was being constructed at the time.
Is that the one?
And come to find out, the building was a police department that was being built.
Is that the one that like opens up with him like training to be like a police officer, and then he like
No,
fails to?
no,
What one was that?
I don't. Oh, I think that was like later on, like when his like people stopped forgetting he was an actor. Like,
Oh. I watched
forg-
that one a lot when I was on.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got to see that one.
It was okay.
That's why I'm like, I think we're talking about the same one because I never saw it, so I
did
don't know.
see Blue Streak, and I remember liking that one.
You shoot them, shoot 'em.
Well, you're shooting fireballs at me.
The shields, they're getting.
I'm sorry this episode's running along, guys.
Yeah.
I don't want, but I can't really end this episode like in the middle of this fight, because then I'm gonna be distracted and I'm gonna have my ass handed to me. And
Why
I don't
not?
want that to happen again.
Why not?
Damn it! You're the one that was giving me trouble.
His life hasn't moved at all.
Yeah. It's because I had to shoot these guys in the mouth.
Oh, it's gonna be a long episode, Adam.
Even, well, that seemed to work. It won't be that long. Damn, okay, guns do not affect this guy a whole lot. Submachine gun usually works. Come on, Bloodwing, I kinda need your help here. You know what I could do? Grenades. Wow, really? That's all the damage it did. Well, I guess I may as well end this episode, and then next time
We'll get him.
Yeah, we'll get this guy on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
That's still the wrong button.
Uh-oh. Adam will figure out buttons.
And